Hey there, guys. It's Attack on Samurott, and here is some more Pokemon Sun and Moon news today. So, there was a trailer for a Pokemon Sun and Moon today that had poured out a lot of information. So, we got like new Pokemon, new forms. We have some information about the about that bracelet that everyone's been wondering about. um like a whole bunch of new stuff just like poured out. So honestly, like all that stuff, I don't think I'm gonna put it in like one whole video because that's gonna take a really long time. So instead, I think I'm gonna do them in parts. So for this part, so we're just gonna call this part one. So this is part one of the Pokemon Sun and Moon news. So what we're gonna talk about in this part is basically the new Pokemon that were shown off in the trailer. So the first one that was shown off, well, actually not the first one, but one of the Pokemon shown off in the trailer was this guy, Fomantis, the sickle grass Pokemon. Also, I'm doing this on the on Pokemon's official website. So it's a grass type. Its height is 1. It weighs 3.3, and it has Leaf Guard, so decent ability. So Fomantis is nocturnal and performs photosynthesis while it sleeps during the day by spreading out its leaves in all directions. Because of the danger of staying in the same location 2 days in a row, Fomantis begins its search for the next day spot as soon as the sun rises. For Fomantis' photosynthesis, it's not just a source of power, a source of energy. It is a necessity to achieve the strength and brilliant coloration of its evolved form. Photosynthesis is precious to Fomantis, and it will fiercely attack those who get in the way of that process. Fomantis excels at long-range attacks like Razor Leaf and Solar Beam. Solar Beam is indeed a powerful move, but since it uses up energy at the Pokemon stored enough, stored through photosynthesis, Fomantis rarely uses it. Huh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So its evolved form was also shown in the trailer as well. So here is Fomantis' evolved form, Lurantis. So it's also the Bloom Sickle Pokemon. Actually, when I first saw this thing, like I kind of thought, it looks like it would be, like Bug Fairy, maybe Grass Fairy, maybe even just Plain Fairy, if you want to go that far. But it's just a grass type, just like its just like its evolution or its pre-evolution. So I don't know why they didn't make this thing like Grass Fairy or Bug Fairy. That would have been an interesting concept, but this is still cool anyway. So I really like its design too. So yeah, I don't think have we had a praying mantis Pokemon? Oh yeah, we have Scyther. So I guess this is kind of like its sister, I guess. I don't know if this is gonna be like who knows, if this will be like a gender-based mon. It'll just be like a female and such. But anyways, let's read what it says. So Lurantis draws opponents near to itself with its flower-like appearance and aroma, and then it takes them down. It is said to be the most gorgeous of all grass-type Pokemon due to its brilliant coloration and elegant moves. Lurantis' appearance is maintained through detailed grooming. It will trust a trainer who does a good job of caring for it, but it will apparently have a difficult time growing closer to a lazy trainer. Lurantis can learn this new move called a Solar Blade, a move that releases a blade-shaped beam to mince up its foes. This blade is so sharp. The blade is so sharp that it said that it can slice a rock in half. Solar Blade is a move that no Pokemon has been able to learn before. With Solar Blade, Lurantis absorbs energy from the sun on the first move and then unleashes a powerful attack on the second move. Lurantis is the totem Pokemon of Lush Jungle, the site of an Akala Island trial. It will overwhelm trial goers with the powerful combos it unleashes with the Pokemon allies it calls. So I'll talk about the trial things. I'll talk about that in another video. But for now, we're just gonna keep going through the through other things. Through the new Pokemon that were shown off. So Yeah, but again, that's kind of cool. So basically, Solar Blade acts like Solar Beam. It'll probably be like about as strong as it, or maybe a little bit weaker. But I guess that's kind of cool. But I'm curious if it's gonna be like a special attack or if it's gonna be a physical attack. Because that would be interesting to see. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for Lurantis and Fomantis. So now we're going to move on to the next Pokemon, which is Gumshoe. So they had revealed Yungoose's evolution, so it's Yungoos. And a lot of people have been making fun of this mon, saying that it looks like Donald Trump. And it really does. So yeah, so just like its pre-evolution, it gets Stakeout and Strongjaw. It weighs 31 pounds and it's 2 feet, so that's a very small thing. So it says that Gumshoe's method of targeting prey is the exact opposite of Yungoose's strategy. While Yungoos prowls around, Gumshoe stakes out its prey's unusual routes and waits patiently for it to come by. Gumshoe has a tenacious personality, which is why it targets one prey for so long without wavering. But when the sun goes down, it runs low on stamina, falling asleep right on the spot. Gumshoe can withstand a great deal of hunger. It's able to stay perfectly still while waiting for its prey, keeping watch without eating a thing. Okay, so that's pretty much it. But yeah, this design looks alright, I guess. But it's just so funny that they based it off of Donald Trump, or it could have been based off of Donald Trump. Apparently Gumshoe is based off of like a detective or something like that, so I guess that kind of makes sense, just based off of like how it's standing up and stuff. But still, we got our evolution for Yungoos. But man, they've been releasing a lot of new Pokemon though. Like, I believe that after the reveal, like I guess technically not counting the forms, we've actually had about almost 50 new Pokemon that were introduced. That's a lot. Like, I think that's almost as close to the Kalos Dex. So that means we're probably gonna get like at least 100 new Pokemon, maybe 100 more new Pokemon. That's my guess, or maybe like 50 or so, like 50 or more. But so this is really cool. Seeing that we get all these new Pokemon and stuff. So yeah, well actually hold up, I think counting evolutions, we're actually at about, I think it's about 60 if you count the evolutions, or it's about 70. Yeah, I think it's about 60 or 70. Dang, the Alola Dex is going to be huge. It's going to be huge, but again, this is really cool. So let's see what else they show off. I mean, what's the other Pokemon that was shown off? So the other Pokemon that was shown off in the trailer is Meteor, or Minior probably. So apparently it has like a shell right here. So this is the shell, and then when it breaks out, it goes into this. So kind of cool. It looks like an atom. So yeah, so Minior, it's rock flying, which is interesting. Its height is 1. I mean, it's 1 feet, and it weighs 82 pounds, or about 82. So Minior are formed in the stratosphere and live by absorbing the detritus around them. When they've consumed a large quantity of particles, their bodies become heavy, and they fall towards the planet's surface. Minior has a hard and heavy outer shell with a core inside it. The Meteor Pokemon seems to be made in such a way that if its shell breaks, it becomes lighter and can deal out quick attacks. When the shell breaks, the core in its center is revealed. You won't know what color will appear until this happens. Minior has the new Shields Down ability, which no other Pokemon has had before. With Shields Down ability, it will have excellent defensive capabilities as long as its shell is intact. It will also be protected from status conditions, but when its HP drops below half, its shell will break, and it will change into a form better suited to attacking. So its ability kind of reminds me of I don't want to say Aegislash. It actually reminds me of Darmanitan. where it has the where it had that ability Zen mode. So I think how that one worked, it was like Darmanitan's always in attack mode and stuff. So I think he's always attacking and stuff. So I think like how Zen mode works, like once it goes like below half or something like that, it just goes into its Zen mode and changes its typing as well. So maybe Meteor will work similar to that. But I do like the concept of it though. That's pretty cool. I don't think technically we've had a Meteor Pokemon, and that's Solrock and Lunatone. Some people have been saying that it could be like a pre-evolution to those two. I doubt it. It looks more like it would be a pre-evolution to Solrock though. But yeah, I think it would be cool if this thing got an evolution though. It looks like it might get it. Hopefully it does. I would love for this thing to get an evolution. Maybe it could be like Rock Psychic or probably Rock Psychic or Rock Steel. Or maybe Rock Fairy. It could be like another Diancie. But again, I do like the concept of it though. It's pretty cool. And you can see like there are different cores that it has. So it has a yellow core, an orange core, a blue core, and a pink core. So yeah, I might get this thing too. I don't know why, but I kind of like its design though. It's definitely different. So yeah, and then the last Pokemon that was shown off. Oh wait, nope, not the last one. There's actually another one after this one. But we have Mudbray. So Mudbray is the pre-evolution of Mudsdale, and I'm telling you right now, that's on the team. That's 100% on the team. But anyways, it's the donkey Pokemon, which I don't think we've ever had. So that's pretty cool. It's 3 feet 3 inches, and it weighs 242 pounds and 0.5. So it also has own tempo and stamina as well. So yeah, so let's read its description. So Mudbray could once be found all over the world, but it was overhunted and ended up being on the verge of extinction. Dang, that sucks. It's said that the Alola region is the only place in the world where Mudbray can still be found in the wild. Mudbray boasts superhuman strength, a surprise considering its small body. Mudbray can carry loads up to 50 times its own weight on its back, or dragging behind it. Mudbray loves playing in the mud. It's easy to live in harmony with this Pokemon, as long as you provide an environment where it can play in the mud. As long as you can provide an environment where it can play in the mud. If it can't frolic in the mire, however, Mudbray will become stressed and may stop listening to orders. So it's a stubborn donkey. Cause you know it's a donkey. Yeah. So I do like its design though. It's definitely a little adorable. So yeah, but it is a ground type and such. So yeah. I don't really have much else to say about this, but again, I do like its pre-evolution. It does look adorable. So yeah, I wonder if by the look of it, it looks like actually, I'm not gonna say by the look of it, because when I say by the look of it, like usually Pokemon by the look of it evolve like at a really late level. I'm looking at you, Dino. You evolve at like level 50, which is stupid. But yeah, let's move on to the next mon. Actually, the last of these Mons. So we have Oricorio. Okay, Oricorio. And it has 4 different forms actually. So this is the ballet form, in the ballet style. It's got the pom-pom style, the Pau style, and the Sensu style. So I believe that these styles are based off of like different dances. different kind of styles, different kind of dance styles in the world. So this one I think is based off of like Spain style. I forgot like the tango. It's based off the tango. The pom-pom is probably based off of, I know it's here in America, but I mean like, I know it's here in the US, but I don't know like exactly if it originated from the US or if it came from somewhere else, but I'm gonna say it's from US. And then this one's obviously based off of the Hawaii one, and this one I think is based off of like the Japanese dance style. So yeah, and they also have different typings as well. So Oricorio changes its forms by by sipping the nectar of certain flowers. Since it has 4 different forms, the same as the number of islands in Alola, it would seem that Sorry about that. The video had a cut off. So let's go back to what it said about Oricorio. So it said that the ballet style Oricorio is very passionate, and power fills its body when it dances. It sends downy fluff flying during its intense dances. By igniting this fluff, it can unleash a fiery dance attack. Oh, so this thing can get fiery dance. Oh, that's cool. This thing might get fiery dance then. So, okay, so actually let's talk about its abilities. So, Oricorio has the new Dancer ability that no other Pokemon has had before. If another Pokemon in the field uses a dancing move, then Oricorio will be able to use the same move immediately afterward thanks to its Dancer ability. Revelation Dance is a move that only Oricorio can learn, and its type changes based on Oricorio's current style. Okay, so Dancer ability, that is a good ability. Like, that is so good. Like, can you imagine, what if this thing gets Baton Pass, and then you could like, you know, predict like someone going for like a setup move, like Dragon Dance, Swords Dance, Fiery Dance, Quiver Dance. You could just like predict that move, then you copy that move, then you could Baton Pass that onto the next. That would be so sick. I hope this thing is Baton Pass, because I actually really like this thing. Like this Oricorio, this is cool. This is a cool ability. I really like this Pokemon. Like, I really like it. I like it now. I like this Pokemon a lot now. Like, I really like how creative Pokemon Sun and Moon has gotten with their abilities. Like, this is such a good ability. Like, it really is. So I guess we can read the details of the other forms of Oricorio. So this is its pom-pom style. So it's electric and it's electric flying. So wait, can you also change? So can you change the style? Like, how are you gonna change the style, or is it only base, or you can't change it? Like, it's just where you are on one island. So like, since you're on the main island, on the main island, all you can find are like, the electric island, kinda. So it's like yellow. So like the first island that you're on, which is the same island that Tapu Koko's on. So that means you'd only find this form of Oricorio. So I guess like the other forms, you can just find on the other 3 islands. But can you change that form? That's what I'm curious about. Like, I'm really curious if you can change that form. And can this thing evolve? Like, again, I'm big about like, I really like evolution, so I want this thing. I mean, I hope this thing gets an evolution. Maybe gets a little bit bulkier, or maybe just gets faster or stronger, something like that. But I really like its design though, and I just like its typing too. I mean, I like how it has different typings and just this ability, man. I really like this Pokemon now. But yeah, so pretty much it just says the pom-pom style Oricorio is very friendly towards people, and it uses dancing to encourage trainers who are feeling glum. When it dances, its feathers are charged with static electricity. It can attack with these charged feathers, and sometimes it unleashes a powerful electric shock. So just based off of that, it looks like, I mean, it seems like it's probably going to be like a special attacker. So I mean, that's my guess. So it'll probably get like Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, probably Air Slash, maybe Brave Bird, maybe Air Cutter, so probably moves like that, maybe even Heat Wave. So probably just gonna be another Zapdos, most likely, but just not as bulky. So probably more close to a Moga. So now we can look at the other form that it takes. So this is the Pau form. I mean, the Pau style. So it's psychic and flying in this form. So it says the Pau style Oricorio acts at its own pace, which sometimes makes it difficult to deal with. It sharpens its spirited moves through dance, which increases its psychic power. It's said that this dance expresses its gratitude to the guardian deity Pokemon. That's cool. So that's it for the Pau form, for the Pau style. And now we can go on to the last one, which is the Sensu style. So, and it's ghost and flying. So it says the sensu style Oricorio is quiet and collected. By means of its dance, it gathers the spirits drifting about in an area and borrows their power to fight. People who migrated from Kanto feel a great liking for this Pokemon because its dance reminds them of their homeland. I think it would make more sense if it was Johto, but Kanto works too. I mean, they're both technically based. I mean, they're both based off of Japan, so I guess that makes sense that the Kanto people will feel nostalgic towards it. You'll feel some sort of nostalgia to it. But yeah, so that's it for all the new Pokemon that were shown off. So in the next video that I do, I will be talking about the Alola forms for some old Pokemon that were shown off in the trailer. So yeah, I will see you guys very shortly when that gets up. I mean, after it. Well, not very shortly, but I will see you guys after this one goes up. So yeah, take care.